Hey guys, good morning. Today we're going to be going through a quick Spanish bean salad, or sometimes I call this my 3-bean salad. We use Great Northern beans or white beans. Normally I use red kidney beans, but today I'm going to be using garbanzo beans. And then we use our green beans. And these are all canned. It makes it super simple to put together. And then we're going to use some avocado, we're going to use some tomato, and then we're going to use some spices like basil, some oregano. I like to use a little bit of granulated onion. And then my favorite is using some olives. We can use any type of olives as well for this. So what we'll do is you want to rinse and drain your beans. Just toss that in there like so. We're going to toss in our garbanzo beans like so, or any other bean you choose. And then our green bean like so. Okay. Then next what we'll do is I also like to put some of the manzanilla olives in there as well. So, and you can put some of the juice too. That adds a little bit of flavor. And then we put the olives in there as well. So I've got my avocado there. I like to slice it like this. And I slice it crosswise as well, very carefully. And what we'll do is using a spoon, I like to pluck that out. Put that in like that. I'm going salt-free and oil-free these days, so I'm not using any, but if you prefer, I know when I was eating salt, I would dash a little bit of salt in there like that. What I will put is some pepper. I'll also put some onion powder. Then I like to put a healthy pinch of oregano. And I like to grind it in my fingers like so. And I think herbs and spices are some of the cheapest and healthiest ways to add flavor. So I always use basil, oregano, and thyme for almost everything that I do. Okay. And then some apple cider vinegar as well. So we're probably going to use I would use a tablespoon for that, just to measure it out. Probably even more. So 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar, right? And then we can cut up our tomato. What I typically do is I put it upside down. I like to use a serrated knife when I cut my tomatoes just because it seems safer. And I like to make a little cut in my tomato first and then go ahead and slice it carefully. Keep your fingers away from the blade like that. And what I could do is lay it down like so. Make a little notch. Slice like that. And I put it sideways. And we'll finish it off like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but pull out the plug. You could do the whole tomato or just half if you'd like. And honestly, we just stir it up like this. The tomato and the avocado lend a nice color. The olives, as well as the juice, as well as the vinegar, add a nice acidic flavor to this as well. So feel free to play around with the different spices that you put in there. Again, before I was salt-free and oil-free, I would add a little bit of olive oil in there as well, and shaken some salt, which makes it taste really, really good as well. But I'll leave that up to you, really. To each his own, and there's a ton of different ways to keep this healthy and keep it flavorful. So that's pretty much it. What I would do is I would let that sit for about an hour, maybe two. Let the flavors kind of meld together. You can eat it on its own, or what I typically do is I put it over a bed of lettuce or arugula. I use typically romaine or green leaf. Sometimes I'll put down a bed, like I said, of arugula. Another thing to take it really to the top level is you can put down a bed of lettuce, put down a scoop of quinoa, or whatever grain you prefer. Brown rice would be great as well. And then put 2 or 3 heaping spoonfuls of this on top of the quinoa. And that way you have the greens, that way you have the grains, and that way you have the beans for protein that you find in here. So it makes a nice, well-rounded dish in general. So that's it. I'm gonna leave that out your way. If you like it, make sure to click the like button and smash that subscribe button, and catch up with us on the next video. All right, have a great day, guys.